And now I'm doing my GE 1000 interview with my teacher. Please introduce me to
Yeah.
yourself.
I'm John Simons, the G1000 section 14.
1000.
Yeah. Um, yeah.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Cape May, New Jersey.
Oh, very cold in winter.
Too cold. Not as cold because where I'm from, it's in the south. So like literally the most southern point of New Jersey. Like if you go any more south, you're in the water.
It could get worse.
No, it's actually like the north compared to the south. Like where I'm from, I don't get really any snow. Like the snow will maybe be like an inch maybe, but with that being said, when I moved up to the north to go to school, oh my gosh,
Disaster.
yeah, the snow was all the way up to my hip, like right, like oh my, I was standing and treading in snow. It was so bad.
How do you get to school or transport?
I live on campus.
Oh.
Yeah, but still, like I have to go to work, and just walking to work, I would have to literally get my legs, pick them up, and then get over the snow that way. And I was like, why do I have to come in today? You know, if there's any, then they would say, oh well, if we have phone calls, you have to answer them. And I was like, oh
So you can't ride a bike or take a bus.
no, I don't, like usually if the snow gets really bad, which that's usually this semester, like towards the end, that's when it's pretty bad. Um, But if it gets too if it gets worse, then they usually shut down school. Like the university will close down, which is nice.
Do you ski?
No, but the only thing I have done because I want to like try snowboarding
Uh-huh.
is I've done tubing. You know what that
Tubing?
is?
I don't know. Sorry.
Um, you know have like in the water, like you know when you have like a donut looking thing and you just kind of sit in it.
Oh.
It's like that. So like you pretty much are sitting on a giant donut
Okay.
and you go down a mountain of snow on it, sitting on it.
That sounds a lot fun.
Oh, it's very fun.
So, are you good at it?
Oh, you can't be good or bad. That's the best part.
Okay.
Yeah, because all you have to do is sit there and enjoy the ride.
Simple and fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So, why did you came to China?
I came only because I wanted to explore the world.
Okay.
Because my biggest belief is that cause I want to understand people, and I really want to like be able to tell a great story through the work I want to do. So I think like gathering people's stories, like being embraced in different cultures, I think that's how you can truly find like an understanding of the world. Is just again like learning from other people.
I think that's one thing we may have in common
Hmm.
to know about the world.
Yeah.
Uh, you're an interesting person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, what do you think that attracts you the most of China?
I would say the fact that you guys have so many different subcultures
Uh-huh.
within one giant culture. Like China itself has such a rich history,
Yeah.
but then it's like there's so many different stories within that history from
Yeah.
different provinces and different towns within those provinces
Yeah.
that you all have your own dialects, um, your own what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say cultures again,
Uh-huh.
but traditions. You have your own traditions. It's so interesting.
Chinese history is just as rich as European history.
Yeah. You have a couple more years though. China's been around forever.
Yeah. So, what other countries have you been?
Um, to be honest, I haven't really been to many. The only ones I've been to, is, of course, the U.S.
Uh-huh.
here and Mexico.
Mexico. Oh,
Yeah, and then come the springtime, I want to travel to Canada.
Canada.
Hmm.
Uh, do you like Mexico food?
I don't like. Sometimes I'm not much of a spicy food person.
Uh-huh.
I enjoy like hot things, but not like spicy to where my lips are hurting
Oh,
me.
okay. Like Sichuan.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going. If I'm not mistaken, Chengdu is that in Sichuan
Yeah.
province?
Yes.
So I'll be visiting there in 2 weeks, or yeah, 2 weeks.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I'm very scared to eat the food.
For Christmas.
Oh no, just to travel.
Okay.
I want to hike Ermeishan. Ermeishan.
Meishan. Okay. Here's my tip. Bring some milk. that will save you from the spice.
Yeah.
It well, the protein will decompose it
Yeah.
the spice.
Okay.
Okay, so well, you're a traveler
Mhm.
and a storyteller, and tell me a story that you heard from another person and find it interesting.
Okay. I would say this one would be a little more lackadaisical, but Taobao experiences.
Excuse me. Is this yours?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I should put the screen on here. Could you move?
Oh yeah. Can you just give me 1 sec?
OK。
It's okay, I can
这
stop.
个不是它的，是的，
哦
这个可以拆了，没关系。
Okay. There we go.
Um,
Yeah. So the Taobao stories. Someone told me that they know a guy or heard something on the news to where there was a group of boys selling themselves on Taobao, right?
oh,
It doesn't sound as bad as I'm saying, but so they claimed to have superpowers, and one of the boys, his superpower was to be
invisible.
be invisible. Yeah, was to be invisible.
Okay.
Did you hear this before?
I heard-
Yeah, and then the man buys him, and then opens the box and it's empty, and you're just like, what is going on? So with that story, I'm forming my own advertising campaign for Taobao, for a class project. Oh,
Well, when I first heard it, I laughed to death.
yeah,
Oh, so as a storyteller, do you enjoy literature?
yeah. I actually enjoy writing poetry.
Really?
Yeah,
Is there-
it doesn't seem like I would,
再
but
买一个，这个
yeah, it's more like freehand poetry. Sometimes I'll separate into stanzas, like whether or not I want to keep a flow of like A B C A B, like depending on how I want to write it. But a lot of the time it's just kind of free form.
I like it. Who's your favorite writer, poet?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really.
这个地方。
A lot of the poetry that I find, like, it's not necessarily poets. It's just like artists, like hip hop artists, and then also what drives me to poetry is what's happening, like what happens in America, what happens in my own life. So all of my poetry tends to be more reflective,
Okay.
in terms of like how I feel about something.
Private.
No, not private. Just like how I feel about a certain topic. And then, in terms of getting from a hip hop artist, it's like I listen to where they rap, and rap really is just like an elongated version of poetry, and also has just a beat to it.
Oh, you know, in China, there is a certain form of poetry that is specially for people to sing.
Hmm.
It's called 词.
Yeah.
Like long sentences, short sentences together.
Is it when they have like the really high pitched voices,
Well,
or is it more like elegant sounding?
well, it depends on it's diverse and it's interesting.
Yeah.
Excuse me, can I 可以吗？
我没懂，没。
这个插了可以吗？
To charge your phone on your
哎，
computer.
我觉得不行，为什么应该是？
哦，
你
电脑。
是要用我的电脑？对啊，是电脑。
不是电脑可以给手机充电的。
这样，
可以插。
不知道哎。
好吧。
Say something to me.
Yeah. Here, we can end it now if you want, just because they're being so loud.
Okay. I think the time is up.